right, y'all. Come with me. Come with me, girl. I thought my car was gone. I'm on my way to church tonight. My bishop is preaching at Freedom Impact in Avondale. And I am on a journey to do better. And I thought I was like right on the money. I knew like the Lord is telling me to do this, right? Like I have to do this because God is telling me to do this. But the thing about it was God was showing me what he wanted me to do, but he didn't want me to do it right when I was about to do it. And what's crazy is my bishop told me that, but I didn't want to hear it because I was walking in the spirit of offense. I'm going to just keep it real with y'all right now. I was offended by people I went to church with, right? I was offended by my leaders. I was offended. Okay, I was walking in the spirit of offense. And we might as well call it what it is. I was in a very demonic space in my mind. Very demonic. And so, please excuse the car sound, y'all. I'm on my way to church. I'm late. I was supposed to be there 10 minutes ago. So, I have to do this video while I'm in transition to the church. But, yeah, I was walking in the spirit of offense. So what he was telling me was falling on offended ears. So when he was like, daughter, no, I think what you're doing is great. I just don't think you're supposed to be doing it right now, right? Like, I think there's some other things you need to get in order before you do this. And I'm like, I don't know, Bishop. This is what I want to do. This is what the Lord telling me to do. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be obedient.
Feet, turn left onto North 20th Avenue.
I'm going to be obedient to the Lord. Okay, cool. Bishop was like, you know what? Whatever. He wasn't like whatever. It was more like, okay, daughter, like, you think you know what you're doing? My iPad in my purse. You think you know what you're doing? I'm going to let you do you. So, let me turn it off because I can't see. Hopefully y'all can still see me because I can't see with that light on. But, yeah, so I was trying to do the podcast, the business, the everything. And y'all,
At the stop sign, turn left onto North 21st Avenue.
It all fell out. It all fell out. It all just crumbled, right? And I know why. It crumbled because I wasn't being obedient. I wasn't listening.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto West Camelback Road.
I was trying to do my own thing the way that I wanted to do it, and I didn't care what nobody said about it. I didn't care what nobody said. So, fast forward, a lot has happened. In the last, I want to say like 2 months, a lot has happened.
At the stop sign, turn right onto West Camelback Road.
One of the biggest things that took place was my sister passed away. And I have a lot of sisters, and I love all of my sisters. So before I say what I'm about to say next, please understand, sisters, I love every single one of you. I don't think anyone is better than the other, nothing of that nature. But I lost one of my sisters, not a sister that I didn't talk to often. Like, I lost my sister who was near and dear to my heart. Like, I lost my baby, y'all. Like, Jackie, rest in peace, was my best friend, my baby. Like, in spite of the fact that a lot of people witnessed us when we would fight and we would argue, and that just came because we always involved our friends and family and thinking like getting everybody involved was the way to go about it, when really that was probably the biggest mistake we made in our relationship, but we'll save that for another video. Come on, guys, thank you. She was my best friend all growing up. Like, me and Jackie were
in half
two
a mile,
peas in a pod.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto North Black Canyon Highway.
We were really 2 peas in a pod. You know, let me turn this sound off because I could just really look at what I need to do. So I'm going to turn her off for a second. Okay. So yeah, so we were 2 peas in a pod. And we had a huge fallout. I'll go more into detail in another video. But just to give you some context on where I'm at now, we had a huge fallout, and after the fallout, I decided to not talk to my sister. I was like, you know what? I'm over it, right? So I stopped talking to my sister. Well, the next time I heard about my sister, I got a phone call that I need to come to the hospital because my sister was in the hospital having brain surgery, and she probably wasn't going to make it. Fast forward to 2 days later, she didn't make it. That was a very odd experience for me, because instead of me like breaking immediately, I was really numb. Like in my mind, I was sad. Like in my mind, I was like, oh my God. But I was in such shock that I was numb. Like I couldn't even feel anything. I was so shocked that I couldn't even feel anything, right? Because I've lost a sibling before. I have 2 other siblings that I've lost, 3 really. And 3 other siblings that I've lost, right? So this isn't my first time going through this. But Jackie just wasn't someone I thought would go. Yeah, so Jackie just wasn't someone I thought would go at any point, right? Like, I'm her older sister. Like, my brother that passed away, both my brothers who were killed, they live a different life. They lived a different lifestyle, you know? So, although I was still shocked losing them, it felt more like definitely a robbery. I definitely felt robbed of their lives, right? But also because of the lifestyles that they lived, it wasn't, I don't want to say it wasn't a shock, because it was, but it just like, it's one of those things, like it comes with the territory, right? When your brother, for lack of just being transparent, when you are a drug dealer or a gangbanger, like there are things that come with that lifestyle, right? So that was different. But when it came to Jackie, I was like, Lord, what? Right? So anyway, fast forward, that happened. Then my job that I had been at since March, they had just told me that they wanted to make me a peer coach, which would have been a promotion. They had just shared with me that I was going to be brought on the team as a permanent, because I was a temp since March of 2025, and they were going to bring me permanent. I had just been honored in the town hall. Okay, like, I was doing really well. I started having attendance issues because my systems, I worked from home full time, and my systems wouldn't work correctly a lot of times, right? So then they finally were like, hey, we're gonna have you come back into the office for at least 2 weeks, every day. And I was like, whoa, like that can't happen, because I have a 1-year-old. Like, I have an 8-year-old and a 1-year-old, but my 8-year-old is pretty independent, you know, but I have a 1-year-old. Like, I'm a stay-at-home mom and a full-time employee at the same time. Like, I can't come back into the office full-time, you know? And so that cost me my job. Not being able to figure that part out cost me my job. And so fast forward to here we are. Now, mind you, right before losing my job, I just got a new car. Praise the Lord, you see I'm still driving, right? Nothing but the grace of God. I had just got a new job, and I had just got a new car, and then I lost my job. So after losing my job, honestly, on the call, excuse me, y'all, I'm exhausted. On the call of losing my job, I was at peace. I knew it was coming. Like I said, I knew it was coming, and I don't know, I was prepared for it. I guess the Lord prepared me, because I wasn't angry or sad. I didn't like fall into, which was a blessing, right? This is the glory of God, because I'm very much a crash out. Anybody who know me know I'm a crash out. I will cry and fall apart, and Lord, why me? And oh no, what I'm gonna do? That is me. And I am not even gonna lie to y'all about it. I'm not ashamed to tell my truth. That is me. I am a crash out. Do you hear me? Pastor Michael Todd has been doing a series on, and he was talking about crash outs. I'm a crash out. When he was describing it, I said, oh my God. Man of God, you talking about me? I'm a crash out. I'm a crash out, y'all. I am. So anyway, I didn't crash out. I was at peace. I was like, you know what? The Lord has something for me to do then. If I don't have a job, that means there's something else I'm supposed to be doing. Mind you, I'm also a full-time student. My major is journalism and humanities. So I'm going. My goal is to be able to get my bachelor's and master's in writing of some sort. But right now I'm going for my associates in journalism. So I'm like, I need to dive headfirst into school. My son homeschools. I'm like, I can spend more time on that. Like, there are other areas of my life. Like, I need to get back into going to church regularly. I need to get back into being serious about my relationship with God. Like, I've idolized this job. I've put this job above everything, you know. So that's what I've been doing. I've been going to church. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Okay, I said I was gonna be honest. It's 7:20. I'm still on the freeway. Church started at 7. I need to be on time. I'm holding myself accountable. Being late is not decency or order. It's disrespectful and it's rude. If you can control it, right? Now, I picked my sister up from work at 5 o'clock, so I'll be having to pick her up, get my kids to her, get them settled at her house, and then I go home and get dressed. I should probably be dressed before 5, so that once I drop her off, I can just head to the church when I have church at 7. But like I said, holding myself accountable, I need to be on time. But I have been going, and I've made it my business to say that wherever my rabbi, my bishop, my spiritual leader is, right, I will be. If he's preaching at something and I can be there, I will be there. If my pastor, his wife is doing something, I will be there, right? Like, I need to be more involved. I need to be showing up for my church. I need to be showing up for the Lord, right? Not even just because of the church. Again, like, not for the church, not for the bishop, not for anything or anybody, but for the simple fact that I need to be showing up for the Lord, right? And this is where the Lord has rooted me. So I need to be there. There's power and presence in the words of my bishop. So I'm on that journey, y'all. I'm trying to get back to being the woman of God that the Lord has called me to be. And I guess I've told you guys all this in this video to say this. I backslid. During this period of time of my being away, I started drinking again. I smoked a few times. Like, I backslid. Lustful desires came back. Cussing. Watching worldly shows. Like, I backslid, y'all. And this ain't the first time. Like, I'm not gonna act like, oh, this is the first time I ever. No, it's not. Like I said, my youngest son is 1. And I'm not married. So y'all do the math. This ain't the first time. But this time was different. When I came back this time, it was different because this time feels like either you're gonna get it right or you're not. Like, the Lord's not playing no more, y'all. It's not a game. Your life, your spirituality, your heart, your mind for Christ, it's not a game. Your response, the way we talk to people, the way we handle people, the things we post on social media, the things we do in our quiet and secret time when nobody's around us, the thoughts we have when people are communicating with us, the thoughts we have when nobody's communicating with us, all of it matters. All of it matters. All of it matters. We sometimes tend to do things in sense of nobody finding out and feeling like, oh, well, since I'm so sorry I keep yawning on y'all. Well, since nobody's found out, then it's all right. The Lord knows. The Lord knew before you did it. You hear me? The Lord knew. Sorry, y'all, my lips is bothering me. The Lord knew before you did it. The Lord knew what you were going to do. And so a man thinketh, so is he. So if the word says so a man thinketh, so is he, that means he even wants you to guard your thoughts. Right? Sometimes you can't control what pops into your head, but you can take it captive. Like, I'm holding myself accountable. Like, you could have let that thought, you could have took that thought captive and rebuked that thought, but instead you let it sit. Instead of taking that thought captive and disposing of it, you let that thought sit, you let that thought manifest. That's on you. That's on you. So I'm making this video, and I am hoping and I am praying and I am believing, God, that somebody's going to listen to this video and somebody's going to make a decision to turn back to the Lord, right? Or to turn to the Lord for the first time. Maybe you've never turned to God before. I don't know. But somebody's going to make a decision when they watch this video, because I can tell you that in the midst of everything going on around me right now, no job, can't get EBT to feed my kids because of the government shutdown. Like, God has shut down avenues. And even though the government is shutting things down, I believe that the Lord is shutting things down, because I believe that God is pushing his people to learn how to call on him again for what we need. We have gotten into a habit of figuring it out on our own, right? We've got into a habit of idolizing our jobs, of idolizing our spouses or whoever's taking care of us, of idolizing relationships and friendships and luxury and social media and pictures of this and videos of that, and look where I'm at and look what I got and look who I'm with. We have began to idolize these things. So the Lord is saying, cut it off. Cut it off. And guess what? When DES can't stand, the Lord can stand. When that job won't stand, the Lord will stand. When your heart won't stand, the Lord will stand. This is me ministering to myself, because this is God showing me. When that man won't stand, hello? The Lord will stand. When everything that you idolize and everything that you depend on fails you, I got your back. Big G, for a reason. So I just hope that, like, this moves somebody to say, you know what? Let me push. Let me push. Let me push to do that very thing the Lord has been telling me to do, but I've been holding back on doing. Whatever's holding you back, fear, anxiety, distrust, church hurt, whatever it is, I rebuke it, and I pray that you begin to rebuke it, and you begin to ask God to just give you the courage and the power to just stand in it, to stand in his truth, and to just push through and to go forth and do what he's calling you to do. And I pray that God remove the hedge that is blocking people from getting back to the church. Like, I understand church hurt. I understand being hurt by people you go to church with. I get it. I've been there, right? But the reality is, we've all hurt somebody. Everybody has hurt somebody at some point in your life. You've hurt somebody in some shape, form, or fashion. And we all have to ask for forgiveness in those moments. And we all have needed the Lord to forgive us. And let's just say, even if you say, oh, I ain't hurt nobody, you've hurt the Lord. And my bishop always says, nobody has offended you more than you've offended Christ. You've hurt Jesus. You've hurt your Lord and Savior with your sin. And we've had to ask for forgiveness. So don't let unforgiveness, don't let bitterness, don't let the enemy, don't let anger, don't let sadness, don't let grief, don't let none of that keep you from getting to the house of the Lord. Find a church home. Come to New Grace Cathedral, Freedom Impact Center, Grow and Go, Faith and Truth. Hit me up. I can send you Exceed in Faith. I can send you. I can give you the address. I can send you. But find a church home. Get a covering. Right? Get a covering. And let the Lord minister to you. Let the Lord heal you. Let the Lord work through you and with you. Partner with the Lord. That's the thing. Like, we want things to change in our lives, but we want to just sit back and kick our feet up and continue to live in sin. But we begging God to make changes in our life. No, you got to partner with the Lord and you'll change. That's what I'm learning in this season. You have to partner with the Lord. And what happens when you're on a team and you have a partner? Right? In business, in friendship, in relationship, when you have a partner in something, in sports, when you have a partner in something, there's usually tasks that are delegated. There's a delegation that takes place. You do this, you're responsible for this, you do this, you do that. So we're so busy trying to tell God and trying to delegate God when he's already delegated. The delegation has already happened. The orders have already been given. The commandment has already been laid. The foundation has already been built. Go do what I delegated you to do, and let me worry about what I gotta do. And the moment you get on your job, because God's always on his job, he don't fall short. The moment we get on our job, we'll start to see change. Things will start to shift. So, as I'm pulling up to FIC right now, late, but I'm here, I pray that the Lord just continue to move and use me and forgive me, and I pray that I continue to obey him, and that in that obedience it touched someone else, and someone will message me, call me, text me, and say, hey, can I go to church with you? So I can say, absolutely you can. Do you need a ride? I will come get you. Okay? Absolutely. So, I'm praying for you all. I love you all. I gotta pay attention to my map so I don't pass the church. I'm already late. But I really pray that this touched somebody, and that someone will reach out and want to rebuild or begin to build their life with the Lord. God bless you all. Good night.